I don't know if you want to watch this video, especially if you dream of living in the mountains. We are leaving the mountain life to go back to the city. Hello, if you're new to this channel, hi, I am Raghav. My brother Ansh and I moved to this remote mountain village 3 years ago to live a dream life closer to nature. But this summer made us realize that this is not the mountain life we dreamt of. We often talk about resilience, tenacity, and patience, but honestly, in the last few days, we had multiple panic attacks. We have been getting multiple calls and messages from people telling us that the reels of our mud house are going viral. It is heartwarming to know that, but then there's a lot that happens behind the scenes that you don't get to see. Our day to day existence here isn't as glamorous and glorious that you see on social media. What you see in the Instagram reels is not the full picture. In this video, we talk about how the real mountain life is different from the real life. Also, in the end, we share why we are leaving the mountain life for the city life. Murphy's Law states that anything that can go wrong will go wrong, and it did. This summer has been particularly cruel. We have been constantly in firefighting mode, both literally and figuratively. We moved to the mountains to escape the city's summer heat. But this summer, as we drove down the roads, literally fireballs came down rolling from the mountains because of the forest fires. If the grueling summer was not enough, we were hit by crazy storms. Some of the trees even fell on the electricity lines, disrupting the electricity supply for a week.
जगह में पेड़ गिरा हुआ ऊपर से,
अच्छा.
उसके साथ तीनों तार नीचे पड़ी हुई है.
So we had to endure the 45-degree heat inside a cemented rented house near the mud house without any electricity. We did not even have internet connections because our boosters did not work without electricity, which made it really frustrating. The summer heat had already dried up the water channels, and the newly laid pipelines got blocked by the leaves and sludge after the storm. We had to fetch drinking water manually from inside the forest and bathe in the creeks. While it was a rewarding experience, it became quite a task. Our worst fears came true when we got to know that there was a leakage in our roof. Despite putting multiple layers of pond liner, there was a puncture in the pond liner. After overcoming our anxiety, we were able to find the puncture and fix it with patchwork. We still do not know the cause, but it could have been a sharp nail or a beetle that came out of it, but more likely a nail. Also, how can I forget talking about our beloved but ancient scooter, which we lovingly call the Tesla truck. It is a third-hand scooter, 12 years old, and it broke multiple times due to bad forest roads, making our summer more frustrating. Although this summer was hot for multiple reasons other than climate change, it made us realize two things. One, that rural areas are more vulnerable to the effects of climate change because the rural households tend to rely heavily upon the climate sensitive sources such as the local water supply or agricultural land. We believe we are all interconnected. Whatever decisions or choices we make in the city, whether it is how we construct, how we commute, or how we consume our daily goods, all have their impacts on global warming and they adversely impact the rural areas. Two, we need to design buildings which are more climate resilient, keeping in mind more extreme conditions and not just the average conditions. You know what the worst part is? We couldn't even pray for rains for relief. In the mountains, when it rains, it pours. And when it pours, it brings more trouble. And guess what happened? Every year, the tributary river Hevel swells up as the monsoon progresses, disrupting the bridge and the access to the village. Even though the villagers are used to stocking up their food, and they also often occasionally swim across the river with life jackets, we certainly haven't unlocked that level of being mountain strong. Now, if you're wondering if you're quitting the mountain life and going back to the city forever, don't worry, we are just going there for a few months. To be honest, I am also a little homesick. It's been almost 4 months since I saw my mother and met our dog Crypto. I'm looking forward to meet them and also our friends, and honestly to give some rest to our bodies. And I feel that this monsoon period of 3-4 months is where we rest, rejuvenate, and recharge our energies before we come back into the winter and start things again. Life is definitely a mountain and not a beach. I came across this line long time ago, but now finally I've understood its meaning. It has been a hell of a summer. Nature had us against the walls. But honestly, we can't even blame nature. Because we have been murdering it throughout, and then now we are asking it why it's not feeding us or why it is behaving in such a way. Mountain life is indeed fragile. You sign up for both serenity and uncertainty. But as they say, every cloud has a silver lining. Despite all the challenges, we are grateful for the lessons learned and the resilience we have built. Every obstacle that we faced made us stronger and more appreciative of the beauty that surrounds us. So, while the reels might show the idyllic side of the mountain life, remember that behind the reels is a lot of hard work, determination, and an unwavering spirit. If you have been wondering why did we quit the city life in the first place, you can watch this video. Thank you for your time and for watching this video, and please don't forget to subscribe to this channel and sharing this video with your friends and family. It means the world to us. See you in the next video.